was on the HT, by the way. Standing by.
Okay, we're live now, Tony. K4 PEW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Well, I'm not looking for anything at the moment. If there's an emergency traffic, please, or you need help of some kind, it's regarded as a true emergency. That's like bleeding from some orifice in your body, or you're semi-conscious, which may be a normal condition. Please call 911. That's 911. And if you can't do that, call us, and we'll do it for you. Just make sure to tell us where you are. You can check in at any time for that. For information on our net here, you can go right now to YouTube and go to my call. Just you put my call in the search block for YouTube K4PEW, and it'll bring up the live feed. You'll be able to read the screen on my radio and hear stations you might not otherwise hear, and see how your station performs compared to others, if you're so inclined to do that. You can also go to Facebook under MJ Simplexton, MJ Simplexton. That's Mike and Juliet Simplexton. You can see me there if you want to. No big deal there. You can also go to 146.415 FM for information on Simplex. That's 146.415.net. You can also go to groups.io and put MJSS, that's Mike Juliet Sierra Sierra, in the search block there to see our net schedule, and or sign up for our email system, which is also a question and answer group. You can go in there and ask technical questions, or if you're looking for particular pieces of equipment, you can look there. You can also try to sell equipment there if you want to. But anyway, there's about almost, I don't know, 195 or 196, something like that. Anyway, you're welcome to jump in there too. This is our net. Normally starts at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, and here we are tonight on Saturday night, excuse me. We are conducting the net here on 146.415 FM, and we're moving on to 144.240, and then to 50.135 upper side band on 6 meters, and then over to 223.415 on FM. Purpose of the net is have fun. Oh yeah, we also have the net. Don't forget the announcement part here. I'll make it here. Is that don't forget Sunday night. That's tomorrow night. Don't forget the net on 10 meters on 28.415, and that's Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Handled well by Michael KM4YRF, and he goes from 2 meters. On 10 meters upper side band to 10 meters FM on 229.415. Write that down. 29.415 FM. Only FM net in the known galaxy, I believe. That would be I've limited to the galaxy. And then, and Chinese aren't even aware of it too. They don't do this. And that's all I got in announcements. Is there any other announcements besides the Ham Fest in Huntsville, 17th and 18th? And it's $15 to get in, but I think you can get discounted tickets online. Go to hamfest.org. I don't think I have to spell out Hamfest for you. Hamfest.org. Is there any other announcements? Alrighty. We're going to be, this is net number 1028. We are going to be starting after we do the people short on time mobile, and the first time check-ins will be starting from the north. So you can keep that in mind. Stand by north. Stand by. You're up. You will be up. You're in the batting circle, on deck circle they call it. So let's see. Let's go for the short on time mobile or first time check-ins.
Come on over. Okay, drive.
Hold on, I got 2 in there. I got KA3CTP, and I got Rick. I'm sorry, I said your brother's name. That's boy, slap me silly. KN4DJF. You're doing all right. Hold on there, Brian. You doing all right there, Rick? Good to see you this morning.
Enjoyed the breakfast this morning. It was a great time.
Yeah, very good. Good to have you there. Anything else from that?
Got nothing. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate what you do, Paul.
Very good. That's Rick. He's over west Ashland City out in the woods. Hey, Brian, what are you doing?
I'm just getting out of work, and I made the net. Wow, there's a plus.
Well, it is. It's a plus one anyway to the group. We got 2 in here this morning or this evening. Oh, very good. Anything good for the net besides those two big issues, getting out of work and going home?
No, not really. It's been a pretty uneventful day. Just sold a lot of weapons to people because it's kind of small and flat, whatever that.
Yeah, that's right. Fall Classic. We're afraid of incoming orders collapsing.
People are afraid that ducks are going to attack them.
Yeah, very good. Oh, well, very good. That was Brian, and he is in Hendersonville, just getting out of work. I think he's getting out of work. Yeah, Hendersonville area, and that's Kilo Alpha 3 Charlie Tango Papa, and with a big signal tonight in mobile. Who else is short on time, a mobile or first time chick? All right, then we'll move right into the north. Please come now.
84 July.
Hello, Danny. You sounding pretty good tonight.
Well, thank you. You do too.
Yeah, very good. There's a mutual admiration society. Everybody has to give you, you're 60 over, man.
All right. There you go. Yep. Saturday night is a busy night. Nets all over the place.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It gives lots of opportunities. I mean, we're not the only one out there, and I know it doesn't bother me if somebody's sticking in somewhere else, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I about grabbed the wrong mic a while ago. All right, I'll turn it back to you and get you on the next one. 84 July.
All right, very good. That's Danny. He's up near Cottontown, Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November. Who else? North? Anybody else north? Please come in.
84 VW, Carlin, Angel Town, Bethpage.
Very good. How are you doing, Carlin?
I'm doing okay. Notice the temperature today was, I don't know, 63 degrees outside. That was about, thank God, what happened?
Oh, it was delightful this morning. I even put on long pants to go to breakfast.
No. I did note when I went out and finished, fed the cats this afternoon, or this evening, actually. It didn't seem all that humid or anything out there, but I was, about 1 or 2 o'clock, I don't know, I was on the computer and it was saying it was 63 degrees in Portland, and I was thinking, golly, what's going on here? So, I don't know. But, yeah, at least it's causing the air conditioners not to have to run, so that's a good thing. Anyhow, so jump in here and say hello, check in, and hello to everybody out there. Michael's microphone situation. I don't know if that's common on other radios or not, but I know pretty much on the Yazzie radios, if you got a PTT line keyed and you power the radio up, it will sit there and it just sit there, it receives, and that's our little dude. So that's something to remember, I reckon. I don't know if it does that on like ICOMs or Kenwoods also, but I do know that on the Yazoo, you do have the PTT key. Then you turn the radio on. It'll come up. It'll sit there. And then if you pick up the mic and go, or something, or hit the other PTT button on the microphone, it'll just sit there until you figure out it's that other button on the microphone up there that's pushed down. So, it can really throw you a flip. So, anyway, I'll hush up, turn it back over to you, let you get some more check-ins. K4 VW.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate that info. So you're just to be clarifying, you're saying that if you have that button depressed and you start the radio, it will start up in listen, in receive only, and it won't be transmitted.
That's correct. It'll just be sitting there, and with that MD100 mic, you've got that button, that PTT button on the microphone itself up there. If that's pushed down, you turn the radio on. You can sit there and push on that PTT button down there on the base all you want, and nothing's going to happen. It'll sit there because the radio's done thinking, okay, there's a PTT fault, because I just got turned on, and that's what it thinks. And it'll do that on pretty much, I guess, all the newer hard to do it with the hand mic because you've only got that one little button on the side of the mic. So, but with the desk mic, that can happen. So, anyway, I'll let you up. K4VW.
Yeah, very good. That was Carlin, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey in Angel Town, Bethpage. Who else? Area. Who else is north? Anybody north? Please come in.
WB0 NLO. Good evening.
Oh man, we missed your breakfast this morning, man. We had 12 people there.
Oh yeah, you know, I thought about it about 10:30 when I got up.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, that's a common thing for me to do. Some mornings I don't get up till 10:30 because I go to bed really, really late. But that's, and no, it was good. It was nice to have it. It was a good group.
Yeah. Well, I had good intentions. I guess that's about all. But anyway, glad you had a good breakfast, and maybe next time.
Yeah, I've got a new saying for it. The road to ham hell is paved with good intentions.
Geez, that sounds kind of familiar.
Anyway, very good. That was Mark. He's up in Northwest Wilson. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Yeah, again, we give you 2 opportunities a month to miss the breakfast. So I mean, I don't know. You've used one of them already. Anyway, who else is north? 2 opportunities a week to miss the net, and 2 opportunities a month to miss the breakfast. I can't ask for any more than that from our group, you know. Anybody at west, then please come down.
KO4.
We had a good double in there, but if you can believe it, you won, Joel.
Oh man, that never happened.
KQ4TQB.
Well, I'm just kind of chilling here watching this game, making sure all my internet's up and running up here at this game, just seeing if people got their face stuck in their phones.
Oh yeah, hold on one second. Is that Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Quebec Victor? Is that you?
KQ4TUB.
Oh, it's TU Tango Uniform Victor, correct?
Tango Uniform Bravo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Very good. Yeah, sometimes it's better to do phonetics. I didn't catch that again. I'm sorry about that. It was good to see you breakfast this morning.
You too.
Yeah, very good. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yep, I had a lot of food. It was really good.
Yeah, there was a lot of food to be had. That's for sure. You're not going to be able to eat until tomorrow night, I think.
Yep, well, I'm about to eat now.
Very good. What was the first name again, so everybody knows?
Hayden, Hayden.
Very good. Hayden. That's Hayden, and he's up in Hendersonville. Very good. That was Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Uniform Bravo. And Hayden, how old are you again? I forget.
13.
13, our youngest ham for the evening. I don't think there's anybody else younger here. Very good, Hayden. Good to have you in there. Kilo Quebec 4 Tango Uniform Bravo. Who else is north or west?
W104G. 4OTV.
Oh, yeah, hold on, Joel. I forgot about you. Jeff, hold on one second. Joel. Anyway, yeah, no, you're going to, I've noticed more school boards are banning cell phones during the school day. Did you hear that, Joel?
I wasn't sure if you were talking to me, but yes, that's a good thing, I would have to say.
Well, it doesn't. I don't know how much. I haven't been in a classroom with kids, so I have no idea what the scoop is on how people are using it or not using it. It just seems to me like an awful distraction for kids. I know I was easily distracted when I was in school.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I mean, it's just as bad for adults. I mean, I see it everywhere I go. People are just phone zombies these days.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those videos in a long time, but I remember seeing those videos of people walking down the street with cell phones instead. They're walking into stop signs and falling into ponds. It's pretty funny stuff.
The funniest one I saw was when that crazy lunatic let all the animals out in Ohio at the zoo, and the guy's walking down downtown, and he's on the sidewalk just staring at his phone, and a bear comes around the corner. Man, that was a sight to see.
Oh, that would be funny. Yeah. Hey, by the way, I saw something in the news today that there are out west because grizzlies are protected, and in around the Yosemite Park, I believe it is, it's in that general vicinity. You know, I give or take 100 million square miles, but grizzlies have become a dangerous thing, and they're starting to invade towns.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, if you've ever seen one in person, that's a feeling you'll never forget.
No, I've only seen the black bears, and they run.
I tell you, when we were in Alaska, I saw one, but I'll be honest, I wasn't close enough for it to like it wasn't really a threat. But the moose, I think, scared me more. 'Cause, a mama moose they kill more people up there than any other animal, and because if they've got a baby with them, man, they just turn into a psychopath mama. But I'm telling you, man, that right there, my last day there, I was doing some cleanup for the cable company up there, and I walked to a backyard, and I see these indentions in the snow, and I'm like, oh my God, look at there! I mean, it's massive indention, and there was two smaller ones beside this indention, and my heart sank because I knew right then this was not a good situation to be in. And so I slowly made my way back to my truck, and sure enough, I see them in the next yard stepping over these chain link fences. I mean, just stepping over them like they're not even there. I mean, some of them are 6 feet high. The mama, she doesn't even have to really hop, but the smaller ones did. But to see one of those in person was breathtaking.
Oh, I'm sure that's true. Yeah, it's well, bears are impressive anyway, but I don't ever want to see a grizzly in person.
Oh God, no. I mean, and like I say, you're in the middle of Fairbanks. You're in town, which it's. But I mean, you're still, amongst the wildlife there. And it's not something you really want to fool with, man. It's I'll be honest. It's they say the moose. What they say, the population of the moose population, I think, is higher than the people in the state.
Oh wow. Well, grizzlies are the ones that do all the salmon fishing, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. You better. We were there during a salmon run, and everybody was warning us about that. But they'll just come out of the woods and take your fish with by all means take them all. I don't care. But I didn't have any issues with that, luckily. But and during the summer, it's daylight all the time, and they got a guy that comes out there and shoots a flare at like 11 o'clock at night, to let everybody know it's time to stop fishing. But that was different too. But yeah, that was one thing I never did have to experience, luckily. But I tell you, you hear all these stories, it makes you kind of just want to stay in the house.
Yeah, well, just like those dummies in the parks trying to mess with the buffalo or the bisons, whatever the heck they are.
Oh yeah, trying to take a picture up at Yosemite.
Yeah, they're not too stupid, are they?
I saw a chick doing that. I'm like, I want to take a selfie with this beast that could just easily rip my head off.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, it just, you know what it is? It's people who have a total unfamiliar with. They think they're at a petting zoo. That's all they've ever seen.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what they think until somebody gets mauled and their head's laying beside them.
Well, it's funny it's not funny, like I feel bad for people who are that dumb, but when the thing attacks them and just picks them up with their nose and throws them on 30 feet in the air.
And did you see that with it? What was it? It was a bison, I think, that did that.
Yeah, well, any I think a dairy cow could do that too under the right circumstances.
Oh, there's no question about it. We've got a guy down the road here who has buffalo and longhorn in the same pen, and they're good. I mean, they're every day. They're fine. They don't fight or bicker or anything. But the horns on those Texas Longhorn, man, I'm going to tell you, he could probably do that. He could probably flip a truck in the air.
Oh man, I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, I've seen the elephants do that too with their tusks on those. Anyway, is there anything else for the net, Joel?
No, that's it for me. KO4OTV back to net.
Yeah, actually, lots of those people who do that are very entertaining, except they're the ones taking the risk, and they're not professionals. Who else? And I'm pretty sure their insurance doesn't cover them. Who else is Wes? Oh, I'm sorry, didn't have you. How you doing, Jeff? You're really big signal tonight. Conditions are very good.
Okay, well, I'm easy to forgive. That's all right. I don't mind. Yeah, it's I'm hearing everyone okay. There's a little bit of scratchiness here and there, not much, but I'm just checking in. So here I am.
Yep, you enjoying your retirement?
Oh yeah, I highly recommend it. So it's something I worked hard for.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I know you did. There's no question in my mind. Does the cooler weather help your sinus problems?
No, it just I'm going Thursday for a procedure in Murfreesboro at the balloon sinuplasty. So pretty much kept a constant sinus infection here for the longest time. It's just miserable, you know. So I'm finally going to maybe this time this procedure will help it. I will, you know, wait and see.
Well, let's hope it gets better. I hope it does. Anything else for the net?
No, that's about it, Paul. Let you carry on. There's others waiting to check in. So thanks again for doing the net. WY4G.
Yeah, very good. That was Jeff. He's in Madison. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Who else is West?
KG4 ILV, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack, did you leave the breakfast this morning and go dig in the garden because it's so nice and cool?
No, I went home to start reading on my book.
Oh, is that right? Well, my son, Mr. Genius, you know what he bought me for what was it? It must have been a late birthday gift. That's what it was. He bought me a book. He said, oh, you might want to get a book on this subject. I said, yeah, sure, whatever. And he sends me a book. It's 1,050 pages.
Did you read it?
No, I said, it's going to be a while before I finish this one, okay?
Yeah, I'm not a fast reader, but no, I took my book outside. It was nice out there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Just sitting outside in the breeze. It was really a beautiful day.
It really was. And it was good to see everybody that was at the breakfast this morning.
Oh, yeah. And it was good not to see some people, too, the ones that didn't show up.
No names.
No, we would have, well, you know us. We'll take anybody. We'll take strangers. We don't care.
Absolutely. All right, I'll let you get on with it. KG4 ILV.
Very good. That's Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor. Who else is West?
KG4 TNQ.
Oh man, I think that wasn't a double, triple, or a quadruple. I don't know what it was, but I did get Charles in there. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Yeah, you missed a good breakfast there, Charles.
Yeah, I was busy catching up on sleep.
Oh, I'll bet from well, you would see today's. So you had a full week of work this week, didn't you?
4 days, but we worked Monday, but we didn't pick up kids yet.
Okay, very good. Well, so you're gonna have to get used to that work schedule again.
Oh yeah, it was tough, and it was hot the first couple of days. It finally cooled off a little bit by, I guess, yesterday.
Oh wow, see, your job is I think it's tough. I wouldn't want to do it. It's loading kids on a bus on and off every day. Whew, that's rough.
Well, I'll tell you a little story. We had 3 new bus drivers this year for our cluster, and one quit before he worked a day, and then I think the other one got fired in the second day.
You get fired for whipping up on a kid or something?
Nah, I don't know, he went AWOL or something.
Well, again, not everybody's suited for every job. You know what I'm saying? It's very true. And yours, I think, how did it take you very long to get used to it yourself?
Probably about 3 years, I guess.
Oh, is that right? Wow. So you were really struggling the first 2 years, huh?
Oh yeah. You're always learning something. But I heard y'all talking about phones. Yeah, I got kids that get on the bus every morning. Got a phone in their hand, every one of them.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised in this day and age. It's just it's a whole different culture with the phones, and my problem isn't that they have phones. It's that it would be distracting in school. And it tends to cut people off from personal relationships, actually face to face. I guess the other one is they have access to way too much adult things.
Yeah, well, my thought is if you're going to have a phone, the only thing that you can do with it is call your parents. That's all you need it for. You don't need it for anything else.
Oh, I agree. I mean, if they can, I think I'm pretty confident. I know you're younger than me, but pretty confident that you grew up where a school, if you wanted to use the phone, there might have been a pay phone in the school or the nurse's office or the dean or the principal's office. That's where you could use a phone.
And I was 30 years old before I even had a phone. So I mean, other than a house phone, so that was a whole change of everything right there.
Oh, I know. Well, I'm just saying that it's just we've accidentally created a lot of problems for children because they grow up too fast. It just because I'm sure you weren't any different. Boys of my age, our idea was to go outside when we got home. You know, it didn't matter. Well, sometimes the weather mattered, but we were out doing something all the time, or most of the time.
Oh yeah, I agree. I've tried just about everything, and I'm just trying to slow down now.
I'm with you. Anything else for the net, Charles?
That's it. Thanks for being there. Sorry I missed the first couple. I was busy talking to my daughter. It's still once a week thing now. So anyway, y'all have a good evening. 7-3 KC4 GQ.
Yeah, very good. She doing okay?
She's doing great. Further note, taking care of her little fur pit.
Yeah, very good. That was Charles. He's in West Nashville. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Who else is West?
N8NHT.
N8NHT. See, we take anybody. We don't have to be West. I know you're North. Maybe the West part of Hendersonville.
Yes, that's me. You ended the North too quick. You didn't give me a chance to get in there.
Well, I didn't think you were that slow. I mean, your son was in there, and where were you? Should have jumped right in.
Well, you know what they say. I let him go first and everything, and then suddenly you went right to West without even asking anymore.
I don't know if I did or I didn't. I'd have to go back and look at the court reporter.
Well, I'll stand by. I think it was North or West after that. And I know you're trying to hurry up in that. It's got to be, in some ways, kind of boring doing that.
Nah, not really. I enjoy talking to people, and no, I always do. Doesn't really bother me. I remember I was in sales and project management, so talking to people and meeting people and getting to know people is just part of the business.
Right, and you got to kind of move the thing on. I kind of get that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I called North more than three times, but that's okay. No big deal. It's not a big deal.
I didn't say it was. Hey, Paul, it was nice seeing you again. That was a real good breakfast, and I had so much to eat. Like I still really haven't eaten yet. Where I had some things and not some other things, but we got some chili cooking right now, and Hayden and I are going to get ready to eat that. But we enjoyed seeing y'all, and I appreciate the breakfast and what you do for the hobby and the net and everything.
Yeah, very good, man. You gotta save that chili for tomorrow, man. You don't need to add insult to injury after that meal this morning.
Hey, you got to eat sometime. We went to the swimming hole, as I said I was going to do. It was pretty good. I didn't get in the water, but they did, and it was pretty good stuff. So we had a lot of fun. But yeah, nice seeing you again, Paul. And I'm going to say K4BEW. This is N8NHT. Back to net, my friend.
Very good. That's Hayes in Hendersonville, November 8th, November Hotel Tango. And big signal, of course. Who else is West?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Hello, Greg. Everything, you copying everybody okay so far today?
Yeah, it's really, conditions are really good. I'm on the secondary radio and the secondary antenna, which is doing surprisingly good. How's the sound?
You're a little lower than you normally would be for 2 meters, but it's still full cop. I mean, it's not terrible, it's just normal.
Yeah, I think this is 25 watts, and it's just it's a nice mobile antenna on top of a ground plane mount. It's a quad bander made by Comet. Weighs a ton, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah, very good. Well, you ought to every net you ought to just check in once with each of your 28 HTs. What do you think?
That'd be nice. But anyway, I'll let you get the next one. KC4
Very good. That's Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is West? West or South? All right, no South. Well, Tony's South, but he's not home tonight. Anybody else South? Please come now. Very good, Larry. You sound pretty good. You sound better on 2 meters on the C4 FM and the D-Star than you do here. Yeah, very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Yeah, conditions are odd sometimes. I don't understand because the digital modes seem to do worse than 2 meters normally. That's just unknown. Any of the digital modes, they seem to. But yet, tonight, they did better than the 2 meter, for at least for him. Who else is south? Oh man, it must have doubled in there. I have no idea. I know there's a K station in there. Who was that?
KE4 TYJ, Jim, over there in Woodbury.
Oh, very good, Jim. I don't know. I think there was somebody doubled with you. All I heard was a kilo, and I didn't hear anything else. It was all just a big crash. You doing all right?
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody at all tonight because I was accidentally on the horizontal antenna instead of my vertical beam, and so I didn't hear anybody. It's like, I wonder where the net is. And I managed to hear Larry, and he was really, really low. So I went over to the switch box. I forgot to put back to the vertical.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'm glad you checked in. I had a question for you. I saw an article today about Sturgis was 25% lower in attendance this year than the past, and they said it was because of the Harley boycott.
Yeah, Harley Davidson did something as the CEO. They're claiming he went woke or something like that. Mostly I don't hang with them people at all, so we run in two different circles that sort of kind of run in against each other. So I have no idea why they say that, or why the attendance is down. But yes, I have heard.
Well, the part of it that I heard that he kind of went to that DEI thing, and he sent in their managers in the corporation to white people training, and also the one that got me the most though was, again, I don't own a motorcycle, but they changed the Harley logo.
Oh, I didn't see, I didn't notice, but it wouldn't put it past them.
It no longer says Harley Davidson in the logo. It's more of an outline of the old logo.
Oh, it's just like like you said, outline symbol or whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't make. Why would you throw out something that's one of the most recognizable, motoring symbols on the planet?
Apparently, I've always said for years that Harley Davidson had the best marketing department ever in any business, because they were able to sell anything as long as it had a Harley Davidson logo and name on it. Anything from boots to gloves, clothing, t-shirts, pants, baby diapers. It doesn't matter. They sold everything. There's stores dedicated to Harley Davidson boutiques. You can go in there, it says Harley Davidson. They'll sell motorcycle number one. You can totally outfit your entire family, though.
Yeah, I've read that, and I've seen it in the Harley store, and it's amazing to me that they would change such a logo. It doesn't make any sense to them.
Even my ex-wife, her boots are Harley Davidson riding boots. Bought them because she liked them. They're waterproof, they're comfortable, and the price is about right. So, everything. And for them to change it, apparently the marketing department CEO or president or manager might have passed away.
Yeah, well, as you probably know, they've been through some changes over the years, and because they were at some period of their history, they were owned by AMF, the bowling alley people, among other things. They were also their defense contractor, and that apparently didn't go well, and then eventually, I think the ownership became the employees, and I don't know what happened after that.
Oh yeah, I've followed that saga. AMF bowling pits and sporting equipment. And some of the AMF bikes weren't too bad. Some of them were worse than others. They made snowmobiles too. They made everything. AMF, they try to get in all the sports. Well, I won't hold up the net. There's a lot of people wanting to check in. Thank you for letting me check in. Good to hear everybody. Well, the ones I do hear now, which is much more than I did earlier, being on the wrong polarization. But everything's sounding good now. It's good to hear you, Paul. And we'll chat later. KE4 TYJ. Thank you.
Yeah, very good, Jim. Good to hear from you. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. He's in Woodbury. AMF cracks me up because pool tables and bowling equipment and other sports equipment, but they also made torpedoes for the Navy, anti-submarine torpedoes. So I thought that was kind of cool. AMF. I remember because I handled them. They were part of the equipment we had in the weapons department, and AMF labeled right on them. Who else is west or south?
Kilo India 4, November, Delta, November.
Man, conditions are really good. Remember the other day your signal was poor? Well, today it's really big.
Okay, you talking to Mayball? That sounds good news for me then.
Oh yeah, it sounds great. You're like S5 today. Really good.
Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't do anything at all differently. So the conditions are really something else. They change every net, seems like.
Yeah, well, apparently we've had a bunch of sunspots coming and going, and I don't know what all other conditions, but obviously there's been changes because sometimes it's been horrible and sometimes it's been perfect.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're loud and clear, pretty well like always. Sounds really good. What antenna are you on now?
Oh, that's still on the X700.
Okay, yeah, well, you sounded good. Larry was sounding good, and Jim sounded pretty good there, even though most time I don't hear him real strong because he must be pointed right straight at you, right above me or beside me.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, having a beam changes things. It's actually harder to work with a beam because people behind you usually can't hear you, and if you're off to the side and with terrain issues or something, they can't hear you either. So a beam is great for point to point, but not for anything else.
Yeah, I did check my SWR after I talked to you the other day, and it was a 1.1.2, and so that was it shocked me. It's why the conditions were so bad. But anyway, I won't hold you, Paul. I appreciate what you do, sir, and thanks to you and everybody on that. Good evening. 73 KI4NDN.
Yeah, very good, David. That was David in Reedyville. Kilo India 4 November Delta November. Good signal. Who else is south? Okay, we'll move over to the east. Please come now. Oh man, it's good to see you this morning, Richard.
Good to be there, Paul. I enjoyed it and look forward to doing it again in a couple of weeks. If you would, check KI4SOR. We just want to say hello to everybody. Take your evening and hope everybody's having a great day. Take care, 73 KI4SIB.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard, KI4SIB, and Stephanie, KI4SOR. And I'm presuming you're over at the new place in Lebanon?
Everything's under one roof now, and we're just trying to get it all organized.
Yeah, very good. Yep, he's over in eastern, I guess we'll call it eastern Wilson County. Who else is east?
KM4YRS.
Okay, you learned something new about your radio. I did too. I didn't know it would do that.
Well, I didn't know it either, but I figured out why it happened. I had my headphones hanging over the microphone, and I guess it pushed the DTG down, and I guess when I fired it up, it wouldn't do that.
And then we're supposed to work with AI and robots. That'll be fun.
I agree with that. Had a great time at the breakfast today. Had a good showing.
Yeah, after they kicked us out of the room.
Yeah, but I didn't see more than 3 or 4 people in there.
Apparently they paid extra for a private room. I don't know. First thing he did was come in there was close the shades and that big that divider.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's all right. If they had reservations, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too. I reckon that's all I got. So I'll say back to net control. Thank you for doing what you do, Paul. And Richard had a good signal to me tonight.
Oh yeah, he was awesome. That's Michael, KM4YRF. He's the one who fills in for me. Does a great job on the 10-meter net tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Be there, or you'll be ostracized from the nursing home when you come of age. Who else is east? Hello, Stan. Everything going good for you?
Going pretty well, Paul. How about you?
Going fantastic. We're having a good net, and it's been a beautiful day, and it was just a pleasure to sit outside and do nothing.
Yeah, pretty cool for a change.
Yeah, it's unusual for August, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
But I'm not going to complain about it.
Me either.
Well, very good. We got anything good for the net?
Well, that's all, Paul.
Very good. That was Stan. He's in Lebanon, and it's KM4Y. I'll get it right. That's Stan in Lebanon. I got to push the button at the same time. I talk. Kilo Mike 4. Hotel Quebec Echo. Is there anybody else east? All right. Boy, your signal is. You must be on the HT tonight. Are you, Kevin?
Yeah, we're sitting on about 4 feet. Fire going. Enjoying the beautiful weather out here, so I scrapped HT.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, it's been a beautiful day. I mean, you can't ask for better than this for an August. Oh, I'll bet. No, it was nice. It was really nice to have a cool day after so many hot days we've had so far this summer. Anything else for the net, Kevin? All righty, very good. That's Kevin. He's in Gladeville. I think it is Gladeville. There's a dividing line somewhere here. Kilo India 4 Zulu Delta Golf. Who else is east? Any place, anywhere, please come now. Okay, we're gonna, unfortunately, somebody's gonna fall into that. I'm afraid they are. Might be Scott. Fall into the category of the sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards. I'm not even sure that's a word. Repeater kerchunkers, which everyone's guilty of that. You know, there's only 2 types of hams. Say those that don't they kerchunk repeaters, and those who lie about it. Yeah, I find myself very humorous. And scanner listeners who have to email me, or they can raise their hand or peek in my window or something. And then, of course, the moon landing deniers, the flat earthers, the people believe there's people living under the earth. I think there's a name for those. I don't know what they call them. And then there's the shape-shifting lizard people. Is there anybody want to check in now? Man, we ran out of people even in that category. One more chance. Any of those following? I'm not going to repeat the category. All right. We had 21. Decent number for a Saturday night. That's so beautiful. I was surprised everybody wasn't sitting outside. We had all of 4 people check into the DMR net, which was a new low, I think, for us. D-Star had 5, just to give you a quick rundown. And for those of you that don't read the net reports. And then on C4FM, we had a monstrous 8, which is it was like a pile up. We couldn't control everybody. There's probably somebody we missed because it was a pile up. All right, any last chance? We're moving over to 144.240. All right, your chance is gone. That's where I'm going to be. 144.240. See you there in a second. That's upper sideband. 144.240. This is K4PW Net Control from my Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 144.240. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come now. Very good. We got the big signal from Carlin, Kilo Delta 4, Victor Uniform Whiskey, and Bethpage. Who else is north? Another big signal. Kilo Delta 4, Golf, Oscar, November from Danny in Cottontown. Who else is north? North or west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Big signal from Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Who else is west?
KG4 ILB.
Very good. We got Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor Jack over in Donaldson. Who else is west? Anybody else west? Is there somebody I can hear in there? Because I feel like there's somebody talking, murmuring in the background. Nope. Well, west, anybody? To the south. Nobody to the south. Over the east.
KM4 YRF.
All right. We have Michael Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in here in Mount Juliet. Who else is? Although don't look him up on QRZ because it still shows he lives somewhere else. And the FCC, for some reason, can't get him to change his address. Who else is east? Anybody east? Anybody else?
Sounds good, man.
It does sound good on the upper side, man. Anybody else east? Stan doesn't do upper sideband there, Michael?
I'm not sure. I think we checked it before.
Who's the other? Who else besides Michael was that? One more time for the non-Michael entry. I didn't hear somebody else in there. It was an echo.
It was Michael's background noise.
Oh, wow. All righty. Try to keep your animals under control over there, Mike. Who else is east or north? Well, let's stay with east. Got nobody. Since I've already covered north, well, any place, anywhere, please come down. Did I miss anybody? Anybody hearing stations? I will not acknowledge. All righty, very good. Wait, there was a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Boy, that's a pretty weak 144,240. I'll tell you. We don't. I'm surprised that Jim down in Woodbury didn't check in. Jim, are you out there? I probably got called away from the mic, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we're going over to 50.135, and that's 50.135. Upper sideband on 6 meters, in case you were wondering what that number was. So it's 50.135. We'll see you there. Very good. This is K4 PEW Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 50.135. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come now. Very good. Get you in there. Good solid signal there, Danny. Going to call you something else. KD4GON. That's Danny in Hendersonville. Who else is north? North or west? Very good. That's Greg and Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor. How else is west? Good signal out of west of Ashland City there, Joel, KO4OTV. Who else is west? Very good. You know, it's funny. Joel's signal, of course, he's got elevation on you. I'm guessing that's the reason. But he's got a signal that's 3 times more powerful than yours, Jack. I mean, I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying I can hear you. But anyway, that's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. I have to look at the elevation profile from him to me and then you to me to see why the difference. Anyway, who else is west? All right, a little low signal, but I got a good copy on there. Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. That's Charles in West Nashville. Are you copying people better or worse tonight, Charles? Okay, I got you. Very good. That was Kilo Charlie 4 Tango November Quebec. Charles in West Nashville. Who else is west? West or south? Or east or anywhere?
KM4 YRF.
Are you anywhere?
I'm someplace.
Yeah, you know, wherever you go, there you are.
That's exactly right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, very good. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot here in Mount Juliet. Who else is east or anywhere? Anybody, any place? Please come now. All righty, we got a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and more on the D Star. I mean, we have more on the C4 FM. That I don't know if that means anything, but okay, we're going to move right over to 1, 2, 3, yeah, 7. We're going to move right over to close out this portion of the net, and we're going to close down the Facebook feed, and we're going to close down the YouTube feed so we can have our secret talking on our secret frequency over on 223.415. Appreciate everybody checking in. It was I think it was a great net. We had a good time, and hope everybody see everybody at the breakfast 2 weeks from today, or in Huntsville. All right, K4PEW closing it down. And we're closing down the YouTube stream. Good night, everybody.